Job description: no pay, leftovers to eat, violence and the threat of sexual abuse. Hardly tempting. This woman wouldn't have been tempted.
Sometimes I lost my mind.
And in case you thought it couldn't happen in the bastion of liberal democracy like London...
It literally is people chained to kitchen sinks, chained within the kitchen, paid £5 a month, often beaten.
She said, you have to be dead, dead, dead.
The women in this film are survivors, escapees from a hidden world of domestic servitude. Part of a centuries-old global trade worth $32 billion a year. It's slavery, and only now is the world waking up to their plight. Note Fatma's arms in plaster. She can't even blow her nose on her own. How she got those injuries we'll come to later. We found Fatma in Kenya, her home country, newly escaped from domestic servitude in Saudi Arabia. Her story, which we'll tell in part through Reconstruction, is typical of thousands of women lured by a bogus promise of good money, good jobs. She went to Saudi with her cousin, found herself working against her will in an Arab household.
They started to harass us. They say, you're black, you have come here only to eat and to fulfill yourself.
So did they just shout at you, or did they?
Yes, they were shouting, they were shouting. Sometimes even they want to beat us. We were starving because there's too much work there in the house. When it comes to the food, they never give us food. Their children, after they have finished the food, then they tell me, you can eat this one. When it comes to time of sleeping, we only sleep in 2 hours. They never give me my salary. Then I ask, I need the money because my family, they don't even hear me, or they don't know if I'm alive or dead. Then they say, no, your money has been kept in bank. You just work until 2 years reach, then we'll give you your money.
After 4 months, believing she'd never be paid, she fled.
I saw the door open and ran. But when I ran, I didn't know where I go. I don't know, it was very mixed up.
Finally, she found a police station.
They say that if you want to be helped, you just help us first. Then we will help you.
What did they mean?
Yes, I asked them what is the meaning of that. They say that I should use my body to them. Then I got very scared and I ran.
She had nowhere to go except back to her employer, back to abuse. And Fatma is one of the lucky ones. Journalists in Nairobi have uncovered stories of girls who've recently been returned from Saudi dead.
The number of cases as of the girls who've come back in coffins into the country, I would put them at 3, though they could be more, because once the girls have passed away in Saudi Arabia, it's more or less like a private family affair.
Fatma and her cousin ignored rumor that Saudi might be dangerous. Her mother had worked there for 11 years. Fatma focused only on her dream of being a teacher.
No, we just heard the stories here that Saudi is bad, but I never listened to them because my mother was already there.
In Nairobi, there are agents only too ready to help such women. But what they offer is a scam.
What goes round that one friend has gotten a job in the Middle East and they're doing really well, and they all flock to the local recruitment agencies in major towns.
Perhaps 1,000 girls unwittingly chase only 100 fake visas, obtained from a corrupt official. All the girls pay $50, 2 months' wages for health screening and administration fees. For 900 girls, bad news is guaranteed.
Not all of them that make it to get jobs in Saudi Arabia, and they're told that they've got chronic illnesses, that they've got HIV, AIDS.
They're sent home, and the agents pocket their fees. Fatma was not consulted about the change to her official job title, but it was only on arrival in Jeddah that she discovered the scam's sting in the tail. The promised jobs don't exist.
We arrived in his home. After that, when we reached, they say that from today you are going to work here as a housemaid.
Their escape routes were cut off. Doors were locked. Their phones and passports were taken. It's reckoned 3,000 Kenyan women share this predicament.
The Kenyan government is increasingly getting concerned. They work 24 hours, no overtime, no time of their own, and they do jobs that there is not even specified in their contract.
In Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Fatma had returned to her employers after failing to find help from the police. But eventually she refused to work. She was told she was going to jail. In fact, it may have been a detention center.
I sat there for almost 2 hours. Different women come and see me. All of them were white.
What were they saying to you?
No,
Nothing.
nothing. I was worried. I thought that they were going to kill me.
But she was taken to a different house. A new employer, new humiliation.
She started harassing me in different ways. She didn't want me to wear the dress. She told me that to wear the jeans, I say, the short one. And yet there are children, the big children there, see? The way I wear those clothes, it was too short for me. One of his children was harassing me. Touching me, and I don't want. When I tell her mother was saying, don't disturb me. She beat me. Sometimes I lost my mind.
For Fatma in Jeddah, there was no rescue. She claims tensions were about to boil over.
I didn't see her coming. She pushed me and said, "You have to be dead, dead, dead." It was the 3rd floor upstairs. When I was in the air, I rotate myself because I thought when I'm going to fall like this, I will break my head and even end of my. So I rotate myself. I don't know how, but I come in this.
The employer's driver called the police.
I saw my bags there outside. I lost my memory.
She says what her employer told police was a lie.
She said that I jumped, I was running away. She even gave my clothes there, down. Yes, she said that I was running away. And that I can't run because they were locked everywhere. And how am I supposed to run? And I know she gave me the salary. And She have my passport.
Her wrists and arms were broken. In hospital in Jeddah, she was visited by Kenyans. She was returned to Kenya. Fatma, back with her mother and sisters, is waiting for an operation to remove metal pins in her arms and trying to rebuild her life, still unable to comprehend the people who exploited her.
They were praying, they were reading Quran, they even fast, but I don't know what is inside their heart. I'm in my country now, I'm happy with my family. What I want is when I get better, a job so that I can still support my family.